Howdy, howdy, Dripping Springs. It is Ashley Tullis and Amber Pierce bringing you the weekly drip. We are in season 4. Wait for it, episode 34. Woo!
Oh.
Amber, how are you?
That's so exciting. It feels like it was not that long ago that it was the first episode, and I was so nervous.
Are you nervous now?
No, not so much. I feel like I'm broken now.
At 34 weeks, I would imagine. Oh my gosh, we could have a healthy baby by now.
Isn't it like 21 times of doing something creates the habit? So I feel like I've passed that threshold, and now it's just something that I do every week.
And for those that are just tuning in, we are not just creating habits around here or making healthy babies. We are sharing all things that we love about Dripping Springs, and we do this every single week, Wednesdays at 4-ish o'clock, give or take a couple of minutes. Amber and I also run a book club, and our next meetup is next week. Third week of the month is like my favorite week. It's all the things. Like we go to like the chamber luncheon. We see each other at book club. Sometimes there's another book club meetup that we get to see each other at. It's Amber and I's. Well, it's my favorite week. It might not be yours.
I feel like Vanna right now with my But yeah, it's a great week. It's a full week. Definitely, it can be a little bit exhausting. I'm really tired by the time we get to the weekend. And then this next week also, like there's so much going on. There's so much going on. So a couple things that I have that are happening this week. So today, a couple things for networking for those of our business owners that are paying attention, checking out the show, want to know what to do, where to go, where to network. We have 2 events that are happening this week. One is House of Jane. Stroll is having their network event at House of Jane today, and they're going to have complimentary drinks. They're going to have snacks. There's going to be door prizes. So definitely recommend checking that out. And I didn't write what time that is, but I'm willing to bet it's like 5 or 6 o'clock.
I would imagine so. And House of Jane is located on Old Fitzhugh. They are your local hemp dispensary here in Dripping Springs. So if you can't make it to network, definitely go check out the shop and what Christy and Haley have in store for all that ails you. They got you covered.
They're very educated. It's not just a place that you go in and you pick something up. Like you can go in and you can tell them what you're looking for, what you're experiencing, and they are more than happy to spend time talking to you and making sure that you understand what you're getting and how it's going to help you and all of the things. They are wonderful. Love them.
Love, love, love them. Man, I tell you what, the world of cannabis has really changed in my lifetime. And I imagine it will change like in our children's lifetime as well. I love that the stigma is slowly but surely being removed. It's not that thing that kids are doing back in the alleyways, hiding from their parents. Like I love that there's so many treatments available for folks. So I'm not kidding when I say go check them out for whatever it is that ails you. Stress, not able to sleep, weird back pain, when the weather changes. They got it all. They got it all.
And Martin wrote in, thank you so much, Martin. He said the event tonight is from 5:30 to 7:30. Thank you.
Martin, you're the best.
Another networking event is the Dripping Women's Entrepreneur Lunch is tomorrow at Beerberg Brewing. So that's another great group of women. Obviously, you got to be a woman to go to that one because that's how that one rolls.
I don't know. I feel like you could roll in and they wouldn't tell you to leave.
They would kick you out. No.
But can you network in this town without a brewery, winery, or distillery is the bigger question. And I'm going to submit to you that you cannot.
Yes. Rosehaven. Boom. Challenge accepted, Rosehaven.
I don't know.
There's so much networking, so many different networking opportunities, and they're doing so many things, and they are not any of those.
That is true. They are the non-event event space.
Did you? Oh my gosh! Did you see the monster cupcakes that she posted?
No.
Christy Seguin with Rosehaven. She posted the cutest monster cupcakes, and they have like these little things that are popped up and like little eyes on the end. I don't know. They're super cute. Maybe they're alien. I don't know. They're adorable. So if you want some really cute, really, really cute treats, check out Christy with Rosehaven. Other things. So a couple of things happening at Dripping Springs Ranch Park. So Friday, they are having a star party from 7:30 to 10:30, and it looks like they are doing this once a month. So it's not just this Friday, but they are doing it this Friday. And that is from 7:30 to 10:30. And it's suggested to bring your own blanket and chairs. It's encouraged. But after that, on Saturday and Sunday, they are having the 11th annual Hill Country Harvest Market. Have you been to that?
Not the Harvest Market. I've been to other markets there, or maybe it's a similar market by a different name.
I'm surprised this is the 11th annual, and I've never made it to it. So I feel like I'm going to have to check that out, because they're going to have like all of the fun market things. They're going to have clothing. They're going to have home decor, jewelry, food, Texas handmade, love. Art, accessories, candles, and so much more. And it's $6 admission for that. And you also get $1 off if you donate some canned goods to Helping Hands.
Nice.
So what else is happening this weekend, Ashley?
Well, this weekend for me is all things eclipse. Here's what I've just recently learned about this eclipse in particular. Solar eclipses are said to be complete positive energy, and they bring a fresh rebirth. If you're friends with me on social media, you know that I've been a whirlwind of like personal tragedy and loss. And so I'm actually really excited for the eclipse this weekend. And there's several places that are participating. Ghost Note has the Ring of Fire eclipse viewing. That includes a happy hour from 10 to 2 o'clock. And they said to bring a blanket, fold out chair, and they're going to be handing out eclipse glasses. Vista Brewing is also doing a Ring of Fire. This eclipse must be called Ring of Fire. That's all I can figure.
I missed that part, but I'm noticing a trend.
Yes. It's a free event. So they do have for $5 glasses for the eclipse, and then that gives a donation to the Hays County Friends of the Night Sky. My favorite brewery in town, 12 Fox, is doing an eclipse viewing party as well. They'll be open from 11 to 9. They'll have glasses for sale, some eclipse-themed beers, and brunch-style drinks. Here's the skinny. Partial coverage is at 10:23. Full coverage, so would we call that blackout, is at 11:53. And then you're going to go back to full daylight at 1:32. So it's just a few hour window here. And my assistant, Lauren, told me that she hears the animals are going to go crazy.
Ooh. What do chickens do? I'm super curious.
I don't know what chickens do.
I'll get back to you after the eclipse.
I love that you asked that question. Like, animals be going crazy. Like chickens? I was thinking dogs.
Well, I feel like dogs are probably going to bark. Cats are either going to hide or meow, but I'm like, do chickens notice? I don't know.
We will report back our findings. What the animals do.
Oh my gosh. Did you have any other ones you wanted to talk about?
My focus was where can you get a drink and safely stare at the sky. But I will say we had a similar eclipse. My son was in like first or second grade, and he just happened to be home from school that day. And we went to lunch at Flora's, and we were leaving Flora's, and I realized it was about to happen. So like I ran back in, and I made a makeshift viewer out of a to-go box.
That's
It took me back to the days of like elementary school where we made the viewers with like note cards and stuff. Did you do that too? Everybody did, right?
Yeah. I think we made ours with cardboard.
That makes sense.
I think we made it with cardboard.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. And you wanted the light to go through, and then you could look at the shadow on the ground and you could see like the circle, not a circle. And then none of us had on these like fancy eclipse glasses.
No,
it
that
was the
wasn't a thing.
90s. So when it happened, we all just stared at the sky like we weren't supposed to. Maybe that's why I wear contacts now. I don't know.
I mean, I'm going to knock on wood. I don't wear glasses yet, and I definitely spent some time staring at the sun.
Oh my goodness. I have a sneaking suspicion, though, you have a few other eclipse events to add to the lineup. Like there are choices people.
I have one. So Dreamland is doing a fall fest and solar eclipse. I'm consulting my notes.
I like it.
Trying to read it. So they're having
Maybe you need glasses, friend. Look at you. I'm trying.
Well, the camera and the lights, and I gotta turn off the lights to be able to make me. I don't know. Maybe I do need glasses. But Dreamland is having a fall fest and solar eclipse party, and that's Saturday from 11 to 9 p.m. And they're going to have a magic show. They're going to have arts and crafts. They're going to have a pumpkin patch. They're going to have games. They're going to have food. It's going to be family fun. It says pumpkins again, so maybe something else with pumpkins. And a costume contest and photo op spots. And then, so the festivities are going to be from 11 to 2:30. And then they're going to be playing Hotel Transylvania at 7.
Oh, I love it. What's your favorite Halloween movie?
Ooh. That's hard to decide.
Loaded. That's a loaded question.
So because my daughter, well, Halloween has always been one of my favorite holidays, probably my favorite holiday. And then I was so blessed to have my daughter on Halloween. So I was like, an extra reason why I love Halloween. So I super love Halloween in all the movies. I think growing up, my favorite was Casper because Devin Sawa.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then obviously Hocus Pocus. And Practical Magic. Like, I feel like they all go together, which, interestingly enough, book club book of the month is Practical Magic. I've never read the book though, so this is new, and the story is a little bit different than the movie.
I've actually never read the book or seen the movie. So it was very exciting for me this month. It was like a whole new world, and I was worried people would be like, I watch that movie every year. But I think we're getting a good response. So for those not a part of the Weekly Drip Book Club, we are a Facebook group. We welcome people outside of Facebook. That's just where we communicate the most. Our get-together is next week. So get a hold of that book, get it read, come hang out with us next week. I'm actually hosting this month's in my home, a little bit of a deviation from what we normally do, but I think it's going to be a really good time.
Yes. And we're watching the movie, and Ashley and I are challenging our beans, no beans thing. I've got the beans. I'm going to make chili with beans, and she's going to make chili with no beans. And
Amber's going to be so mad when nobody
We're just going to have to see what's left.
I love it.
Yeah. I think it's going to be so much fun. I'm super excited.
So I know we talk a lot about like what's going on around town, but you've recently joined a program that I'm a graduate of, and I want your hot takes on it. So our chamber puts together a program called Leadership Dripping Springs. It's something I am wildly passionate about personally. graduate of class 4. Amber, you're in class 7. I think yesterday was y'all's education day. So quick synopsis though, what Leadership Dripping Springs does is it introduces you to a different sector in the community, and it plugs you in with the movers and shakers in that space. And the class is almost always filled with movers and shakers here in our own community. So yesterday was education day. There's going to be like a tourism day, emergency services day. There's a lot of days.
I don't even know what they all are. I'm so pumped though. So pumped.
So you guys just had education day. In my time, we toured, I think it was 4 or 5 different schools. We got to like check out the press box at the football field. The superintendent spoke. I think the superintendent's a part of your class. So I'm like, little bit of a fangirl. Okay, tell me about education day. What were your hot takes from it?
So we toured 3 schools. We did an elementary school, a middle school, and the one and only high school. So we went by Cypress, which I had never been to before. It is a beautiful school. My goodness, the view from the back of the school is incredible. Met lots of people, were able to walk through the school, see the different things that they have going on there, was able to visit the steam room, which is not the steam room, which is not the steam room like steam, but for science, technology, I forgot the E, art, and math. English is probably the E. Oh. We didn't have STEAM when I was going to school.
Oh, I was like, you mean STEM?
That's STEAM funny. Now, because now there's art. This is an A, by the way. Art. So that was really neat, and they had been working on a really fun project with a flashlight and mirrors, and being able to get this flashlight to go through this like maze and hit this thing on the other side was really, really cool. And then we went and visited Sycamore Middle School, and we were able to do a walkthrough there as well, and also talk about the expansion that they're going to be having. So they're going to be adding 15,000 square feet to Sycamore Middle School.
Wow.
It's going to give them 19 additional classrooms, because our schools are just overcrowded, y'all. When you look at the numbers, they are full. Our schools are full, and we really need to do something. So this is one of the somethings that are being done, that they have worked very hard to get support for and get it done. So that construction is going to be starting in December, and they're expecting it to take about 15 months. But that expansion is going to be huge for them. I'm super excited about that. And then what's going to happen is they have 4 portables at the middle school right now. And once the construction is done on that expansion, those portables are going to have to go to the high school, because the high school is full too. So the portables will go to the high school to help with the students while they get going on hopefully building that next high school. So that was great. That was really exciting. It was really exciting to see how that expansion is, where it's going to be, and have an idea of what it's going to look like. And then we also got to go in the press box at the Tiger Stadium, which was pretty exciting for me. I've never been there before. Obviously, I've been to the stadium, but I never got to like take the elevator and be in the cool kid seats. That was pretty exciting. It's really pretty up there. Goodness gracious, the view is wonderful. If you ever have an opportunity to go up there, highly recommend it. Speaking of which, one of the things that our class was asking about is, how does one get a seat in the press box? And I have the answer for that. So I'm throwing things. The Dripping Springs Education Foundation, we also have a member of the Dripping Springs Education Foundation is part of our group, and she was there yesterday talking about it. And one thing that you can do is by donating to the Dripping Springs Education Foundation. If you donate $250 a month or more, then you get an invitation to the press box for 2. So I'm going to put this up here so all y'all can see the opportunities for sponsorship. And here's a little QR code right there so that you can.
Can you hold the QR code a little closer to the camera? All right, folks, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
Grab now. And
don't look at my nails.
Your donation awaits. Entry into the press box. It could be yours.
And so the Dripping Springs Education Foundation, I'd seen their signs around, but I didn't really know what types of things they were doing. So on our tour, they were pointing out different things that they had helped to provide for the schools. And they have 3 different initiatives within them, which I have right here also, because I'm prepared. They have the mental health initiative, which helps to support mental health for our students. And they actually just received approval to also extend that out to the teachers. So that is beautiful. They have innovative teaching grants where the teachers can apply for grants to be able to provide things for the students. And then they have student leadership grants, which obviously those grants go to the students.
I actually have an interesting example of one of those. When my son was in kindergarten many moons ago, they wrote and requested a grant to get paper towels, hand dryers in the bathroom in lieu of paper towels. So these 5 and 6-year-old children put together their first grant proposal, submitted it, and the Dripping Springs Education Foundation granted their grant. Isn't that cool?
It.
Yeah.
I love it. And there was a bunch of machines and stuff that they had helped to get to the school. I don't remember the name of this particular room. I think it was a multi-purpose room at the high school. But they did like robotics in there and some woodworking, and they had a bunch of 3D printers in there and some other different types of machines that I do not know what they were called, but they were really, really cool. And I know that the foundation helped to provide those for that classroom. I would have loved to have the opportunities that our kids have at the high school for through the CTE program. They have auto shop. Did you know that they have 5 lifts in the auto shop?
Yes.
That is so cool.
It's amazing. It's really awesome.
Cool. So cool. But yeah, so this was my first walkthrough, my first actual day of the leadership program. We had our entry meetup where we got to know each other and did some like team building, which was really cool. Getting to rub elbows with other movers and shakers in the community is so cool. But super excited about leadership, and I look forward to the next one and being able to share with y'all the things that I learn about our community.
Oh, keep us up to speed as the year progresses. It's just such a cool program. So thanks for sharing a little bit more about it. I felt like you were the perfect mouthpiece for it at the moment. So that is a wrap on season 4, episode 34 of the Weekly Drip for Amber and I. I'm Ashley Tullis, your local home girl, and this is Amber Pierce, your Get It All Clean girl, and we will see y'all next week.